Hello and welcome back to my workshop. I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Now, as most of you probably already know, Nicole and I run a very successful Etsy store. And with that comes a lot of questions from you guys asking if I have any ideas as to how you guys can make a little extra money, or a side hustle as you will. So I thought what I might do is I might make a series of videos giving you guys some ideas of how you can make some extra money. Now let's get to it. So for episode 1, we have come next door into Nicole's workshop and we are going to use my XTOOL S1. Now this one has the 2-watt infrared module on it. It also has my new riser base, which is really cool. You can adjust the heights just by dropping down this little door here. And we are going to engrave some tumblers.
Very cool.
How good is that, hey? Put your logo on there.
Or your name.
Or your name.
Yep. This
bottle belongs to little Johnny.
That's right.
Something like that.
Yep.
Anyway, that is what we're going to do. We are going to engrave some tumblers. Now, before we go ahead and do that, we do need the RA2 Rotary Attachment 2 Pro. This is the Pro version.
That is.
I do believe there is some assembly required in there. So I think what we might do is we might put that together. Then we'll put it into the machine and look at what we can engrave on our tumbler.
Good idea.
Okay, let's take a look, see what we got in the box. Tell you what, there is one thing I do like about XTOOL, and that is how they package their
they're always
items.
Yeah, they're always really good and tight.
Oh, this looks fancy.
Ooh.
Look at that. All right, I think what we might do is we might throw this together off camera. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea.
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard, right?
No.
And just like that, we are all done.
Yeah, it was pretty easy to put together.
It was easy to put together. Now, as you can see, we have the chuck mounted on here, but we found out that there's multiple ways that you can have your workpiece mounted to this rotisserie.
Yeah.
So we have the chuck on there, which also comes with this cool little tailstock that goes on the back. It's got a spring-loaded tail on it that you can just lock down wherever you want. It also has a support here that you can wind up and down. Now, I'm assuming that's if you're doing a longer piece with maybe a bit of weight on the end.
Yeah, to support the end of it.
To keep it up, that's
Yep.
right. And also, it has these rollers, which you might have seen that were already on it at the start. And you can move these depending on how wide your workpiece is.
Yeah.
So if you're doing a pen or a pencil, you can have these two really close together, just like that. Or if you're doing something wider, like I don't know, a big cylindrical piece of something,
Yep.
You can have them really wide. So, but because we are using the chuck, we don't need these, so we take them off. And that is pretty much it. It's all ready to go, nice and light.
Yep.
So I think what we might do is we'll go grab the cables, go next door and mount this to the S1. Yeah, let's do it. So I've just put the rotary tool inside the S1. Now you remember in the kit we got all these cables?
Yeah.
And we didn't know why we needed so many?
Yeah.
Well, it's because it depends what machine you're running.
Aha.
So if you're running the F1 Ultra, you'll use a different cable. And because we are using the S1, I have already plugged it in. I found a little hidden plug just at the top here.
I didn't even know that was there.
I know. So how handy is that, hey?
Very handy.
We can plug it straight in. Now, before we start engraving our super duper tumbler, the black one we got here, I thought we should do some experiments since this is the first time we're using it.
Very good idea.
And we don't want to destroy our fancy one.
No.
What do you normally put? Coffee in that?
Coffee, yeah.
I'm not a coffee drinker.
No, I'll be using it.
You'll be using it. So yeah, before we go ahead and do our expensive tumbler, we have some cheapies from Kmart. What are they? Anodized metal.
Yep.
They're fairly thin, aren't they? I mean,
They are, yeah.
they're nothing too crazy. So what we are going to do is we are going to mount our tumbler onto our chuck. Now, as you can see, the sides of our tumbler aren't straight.
No.
Up and down. They're curved in a little bit.
Yeah.
So that will cause a little bit of a problem, which I guess is why they give you the spirit level.
The spirit level, yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to mount the tumbler, put the spirit level on top, and then we're going to have to level it up.
Just put like a piece of wood under
Yeah,
there?
I was kind of hoping that the motor had some sort of adjustments on it to help for the tilt,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look like it does.
Okay.
So we will have to manually do that with some timber. Shouldn't be a drama. So what we'll do now is we'll mount this cup on and level the rotary. Now mounting the cup is quite easy. You just open your jaws up, put the cup in, lock it down. It's much like my lathe I use for turning.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so that is now on. And if I put the level on, you'll see that. That's no good.
No.
So I've got myself a little bit of timber here. Looks pretty good.
That looks pretty good.
Okay, so now that we are level, let's get our design ready. Now before we do start engraving, there are a couple of things we need to change. And that is up here, instead of processing on the base plate, we have the rotary attachment and we are doing the chuck. So we select that one. Now the other thing we need to do is establish the center line, which we can do up here. And as you can see, it has now given our center line there, and it shows at this end here that this is where the rotisserie is, or where the rotary motion is.
Yeah.
So that way when we bring our logo in, it's orientated the right way. And here is our logo. I think we'll make this about 50 millimeters. Sounds like a good number, doesn't it?
It does.
And we just need to rotate it, because what we need to do is we need to imagine that this is our tumbler along that line.
Yeah.
So we need to rotate it so it's facing the right way. And then it'll snap to the center. Just like that.
Nice and easy, hey?
It is pretty easy. Now there is one more thing we need to do, and that is set the diameter of the cup, which actually just pull another one out of there so we can take a measure. So we are about 75.5, somewhere around there. We'll just go 75, make it nice and easy. Now to get the settings that we need for the tumbler, we can come up the top here and there's a bunch of presets. And you can see there that I have selected the black stainless steel tumbler, which is close enough to the color.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we using? Green?
Green.
Green, black, same thing. We will need black when we're doing this one, but no, it should be the same settings, which are 80% power and 120 speed. Now I will change the lines to get a nice detailed image to 300. Now one thing you should do before hitting process is give it a frame, just to make sure it's going to engrave exactly where we want it to. Once it beeps at us, we can push this button and it's going to show us exactly where it's going to do it. That looks pretty good.
That looks pretty good.
I'm hoping that's where we want it. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a...
Well, I wouldn't think so.
With a cylinder, can
Yeah.
you? All right, framing is done. Let's go to process. And here is our preview in black and white. Looks good. So now that we're happy with that, we can go ahead and hit start. It'll send the file over to the machine, and all we do is hit the button. Actually, one thing I do need to do is turn on my inline fan and my AP2 air purifier. If you are engraving metals, it will produce little fine metal dust.
Yeah.
So it is important that you should use the air purifier.
Yeah, you don't want to be breathing that in.
No, you don't want to breathe that in. Okay, we are ready to go. All we do is push the button and watch it do its thing. Now, before we take a look at this awesome tumbler, if you guys want to try any of the XTOOL products for yourself, there is a link in the description or at the top of the screen here. There are also some discount codes down there that'll get you a few bucks off. Now, by clicking that link, it also helps me out and my channel, so we really do appreciate you guys. Now, let's take a look at this tumbler. Okay, it is all finished. Are you ready to take a look?
I'm ready.
Let's have a look at our little tumbler.
Oh, wow. That looks so good.
That's not bad, hey?
Yeah. Nice and clean.
That is nice and clean. All right, let's pull it out. We'll have a closer look. If we're happy with it, we'll go ahead and put our black one in and do
I'm
our
excited to see how that one's going to look.
and do our official tumbler.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think, doll?
I really like that.
Are we happy with that?
Yeah.
It's pretty clean, hey?
It's really clean, yeah.
All right, let's put the black one in and hit the go button.
Yes.
Okay, we have our black tumbler in. You will notice that we mounted it slightly different this time.
We did.
Instead of taking the jaws over the top, we went internally and spread them back out just to try something different.
Yeah.
That also means that we had to change the rotation of our image because we had the image facing that way before and it's now facing this way.
Yeah, the opposite way, yeah.
Really simple to do. Just in the software, you just rotate it around. But I think we are ready to hit the go button.
I think we are.
Yeah?
Yep, let's go.
Let's do it. Do you want to do the honors?
Yeah. Ready?
Yep. All right, we are all finished. Let's have a look. What do you think?
Fingers crossed.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wow, that is so cool.
Check it out. Our very first branded BENSWORX tumbler
Very good.
going in our Etsy store.
Yes.
Hey, very first one.
Very first one.
Maybe we should sign the bottom with some silver paint pen or
Yeah,
something.
we can do that.
Something like that. Anyway, let's go the, almost called this an Allen key. What is it, a chuck key? Chuck key. All right, you got hold of it.
I got hold of it.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. That looks good. Even the wood grain on the slice.
Yeah, it looks really good.
That does look really good. All right, going in the store.
Let's put the lid on it.
Someone can have that with their morning coffee. Perfect.
Love it.
So it looks like we have come to the end of episode 1
Yep.
of idea side hustles.
Yeah.
Side hustle ideas.
Yeah, side hustle ideas.
I ended up signing the side of the tumbler because the bottom has like this silicon plug on it.
Yeah.
Non
Can't draw on that.
non-slip, I think it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, the very first BENSWORX tumbler in the store now. Go check it out. Link in the description or at the top of the screen here. So I have been doing some figures.
Yeah.
And I thought you could probably do 5 of these an hour comfortably.
Yeah, comfortably, yeah. Yeah.
Say you did, 25 a day?
Yep.
What would you sell them for? 35, 40?
35 bucks, yeah.
40?
35,
That's
40
Australian,
I
so...
guess it depends on how much you can get your tumblers for.
True. I think this tumbler was, what, 10 bucks?
$10, yeah.
So, mate, you want to make 15 bucks a tumbler? Maybe 20 bucks a tumbler?
Yep, for your time and your effort, yeah.
Yep. That's US, Australian
Australian
dollars too, by the way. So US would probably be, what, $6 a tumbler, 7?
Probably, yeah.
So you could make potentially 500-600 a day
Yeah,
with the right marketing.
definitely.
Personalised tumblers, come get them.
Yep.
Get your megaphone. Like I say, go to the markets.
Yes.
Go to
absolutely.
the weekend market. Someone can airdrop you their image and you can bang.
Pump them out.
Pump them out. I belong to Johnny, little Johnny.
Yep.
Something like that.
No more lost bottles or cups.
No, that's right.
Yep.
Is little Johnny drinking coffee?
Well, that's why I said bottles.
Oh,
Yeah.
So yeah, there you have it. We probably will make some for the store.
We will, yeah.
But as you know, we primarily, let's take a look,
Ready?
primarily make our eggs. Here's some we just finished up. Look at these.
Oh, the bottoms still need a bit of a buff.
Oh, you have? Oh, we haven't finished the bottom
No,
yet.
we haven't, no.
Nice tree one. What else do we have?
I like the cow.
The cow, for all the cow lovers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All sorts. Universe.
Oh, where was the one? There's a really
Look at
cool
this one.
base here. Which one was it?
One
This
of them?
one.
That one? Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, it's very northern light.
It is. It is.
Aurora.
Aurora lights, yeah.
So yeah, so if you guys want to check out our eggs, they're all in the store now. I think that's it, hey?
It is.
If you want to see episode 2 of Side Hustle Moneymakers, I've got to get my title worked out.
You do.
Side Hustle Moneymaking?
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that. If you want to see episode 2, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed this one, and leave me a comment. It all helps with the algorithm.
Yes, it does.
Helps your channel grow and flourish.
Let us know your ideas.
Yeah. Do you have
have
any
ideas? Yeah.
Share it around, you know.
Yeah.
Share the love. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this one. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.